All right, the recording has begun for this coaching session with Jen and coaching. Here we go. You're playing MF, and what elo were you again? I wasn't paying attention.
Plat 3, Plat 2, but the guy I'm playing with right now, this is a duo game.
Okay.
And the guy I'm playing with is, I'm pretty sure, Gold 3, so I don't know what the elo for, like, base elo for this is.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, let's get into the session then. So the way I structure my coaching is I structure it in 4 different ways. Everything in League of Legends comes down to these 4 things. Number 1, and at the bottom right, is mechanics. Number 2 is zone of influence. Number 3 is wave management. And number 4 is decision making. So mechanics is your ability to simply pilot your character and do it well. And a lot of things go into this, such as mouse accuracy, camera control, and these are the things that no League of Legends coach ever talks about. Camera control, and I would say like ability and usage. Like for example, on every single champion, there's normally some type of auto into ability because you want to min-max your damage. If you don't know what that means, it's to put minimum output into anything in life actually, but you have maximum returns in that moment. So if you want to do damage, the most damage you can in 1 second on, let's say MF, it's auto Q. That's the fastest way to do damage instead of just Q. Like why would you do Q? Because now you have to wait a while before you can auto. So you're just trying to min-max that. So that's mechanics. This is the most important thing in League of Legends, period. I don't give a shit about anything else you learn on YouTube. Wave management bullshit, macro bullshit from like all these bullshit like YouTube channels. The only thing that matters is mechanics. You have to improve on this. However, it is the one thing that I cannot teach. However, fortunately for you, you're in my school community, so I actually have an exercise in there. Don't mention anything if you already watched the video, that you can actually practice. Specifically, all the things about mechanics that I've listed out. But anyways, let's move on. Next up, zone of influence. Zone of influence is understanding the area somebody can impact.
Actually, I watched this.
Oh, you have? Okay. So you're already aware of like the things that you need to be calculating. So for example, the best way for me to describe this is through scripting. And I'm sure you know what scripting is. And maybe you ran into it in game, but it's someone who's cheating in League of Legends. And basically what a script does is it shows off the maximum range of people's abilities, how fast it travels, how wide the ability is it blocked on impact? And now, of course, the scripter, who can see all that, has their champion moving in a very robotic way that absolutely avoids everything. We want to do that as a human being. We want to do that. And the way we do that is, sure, we're not robotic, but we can be moving for things before it's even been fired to make up for the fact that we're not robots. So that is what you have to be doing throughout this entire game, throughout all your games moving forward in League of Legends, actually, for that matter. Because if you don't do this, what's going to happen? You get hit by abilities. Very straightforward. And you might not be landing your own abilities. So this is a massive concept that a lot of people need to understand more. And the thing with this concept is I'm not asking you to sit outside of their range. You can enter someone's range. There's nothing wrong with it. But the question is League of Legends will ask you one simple question. When you enter this guy's range and he clicks the ability towards your face, what are you going to do about it? It's a very simple question. You don't have to tell me the answer. You have to tell League of Legends the answer. And if you don't have an answer, you die. Straightforward.
True.
Okay. Next up, wave management. This is pretty straightforward. It's something that I'll talk about as we go through the game. But a lot of times in this lower elo, it's usually one side getting fucked, and then this is the other side just one wave shoving on repeat, which is something you don't do in higher elo, because you actually have to play the waves to go back and forth based on where the enemy jungler is, and your jungler. But we may talk about that throughout the game. And then lastly, decision making. Decision making is your ability to choose, oh, are we going to fight here? Are we not going to fight here? Are we going to rotate here macro-wise? Are we going to set up for dragon? Things like that in that nature. So it's always unique to each game for decision making. I've talked about a lot of stuff, but I haven't shown anything on screen yet. Do you have any questions so far?
Nope.
Okay, let's go into it. And you'll notice how everything that I talk about after this, from this game forward, 36 seconds to the end of it, is going to be revolved around these 4 concepts. Here we go.
Okay.
So right now, you enter Lux Zone of Influence. And because you're walking in a straight line, she can easily land the ability. Of course, you didn't know she was in that bush, so you didn't have the mental preparation to dodge it. But how come next time, when you enter the bush, you can instead juke? You see that? And you don't even know if she's in there or not, but you're juking something that may exist or may not exist. And this is a common thing with Zone of Influence. This is one of the ways to utilize this concept, is to blind juke something that you don't even know if it's there or not. So like if you're face checking a bush, sometimes you'll notice, if you ever watch my gameplay, which I know you haven't yet, like I will walk up to a bush and then I'll just randomly do this and then continue walking. Because I don't know, someone could be in here firing an ability right now, and if I call the juke, holy shit, I look like a god, right? So in this situation right here, if you ever enter bush number 3, you might want to do a random juke, depending on what champion it is you're playing against, and then continue into the bush, especially if your support goes first. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
Turn on the sound. It sounds a little naked. Sound. Okay, so MF Leona. In this particular matchup, Zeri Lux. I would say, okay, so in this matchup, in high elo, this is a matchup where the MF Leona should get messed up in the level 1 phase. But because it's lower elo, I would say just try to play for prior every time to see what happens. Because something that you can take advantage of very easily beneath Diamond 4 elo is the level 2 cheese. We already know, right? We already know. After the 9th minion,
of course we know.
We're leveling our second ability, flying in as fast as we can, burning summoners on people, and cheesing the fuck out of them. But it's very important to understand one thing. You have to understand the wave management to make this happen. So a lot of people have the understanding where, oh, okay, we need to push for the 9th minion, get level 2, all in, la da da. But there's a certain way to do it. The way you do it in this matchup is not in this matchup. In League of Legends is you want to position out here as an AD carry, support position somewhere over here, and ideally the enemy team is backed off. And then notice how there's like a triangle being made, or the ADC is like kind of here, supports here. This means it's fucked for them. Whoever has the advantage of the triangle being drawn for them is the one that's winning. So if it's like this, you're fucked, because they come from 2 different angles. But then when you fight back, you can only fight back one angle. But notice how, if you ever decide to shoot abilities into this angle, but they're standing together, it's probably going to land. So that's one thing that you have to think about. I call it the bot lane diamond is a better way, but you can view it as a triangle too. But that's the first thing. The second thing is generally speaking, you'll be in a 1v1 against the enemy ADC. MF is stronger than Zeri if you don't stand there and just fight her to death, because you are not a lethal tempo champion. So whenever you see an angle here, quick trades. You auto these minions and make sure that you're always ahead of Zeri by a couple autos. After that, if you notice that you don't have any minions to last hit, instead what you can do is you can be like, oh my god, Zeri has the minion to last hit. I'm going to take that opportunity where the Zeri's last hitting a minion and slap a Q on her. Or maybe even throw an auto Q if you're that sexy, right? If you can actually land that. So that's what you want to look to do. And once they back off, if they ever respect you and be like, oh, fuck this, then you stop pushing. And here's the reason why. You stop pushing because you want the wave to slowly push as slow as possible once they concede. If they have not conceded yet, then you obviously keep matching. You keep matching until you actually gain the real priority. And the reason why you do that is because you want the level 2 cheese to be right here. Not over here. You don't want wave 2 to be right here. This is the worst place. You cannot it's really hard to cheese. So you want the wave to be here. And if they're ever walking up, obviously you should be spam pinging. And then yes, just go. Just flash Leona EQ, ignite, just go. Land everything and go.
Yep.
Do you have any questions so far about anything I've discussed?
Nope. It all makes sense.
Let's see. Auto. Good. Auto. Leona should AFK in this bush right here. In this exact spot right there. Because this is for duo coaching, I guess. But this is for you too. Right now, if you're Lux and you're standing right here, and you don't see Leona, she's in this bush, right? You know she's in this bush. Where are you going to assume that Leona's standing?
Yep.
The worst possible position for you. So then what most people do is most people will fire their abilities into that said position. But Leona is a smart player because they're in the Saskew ecosystem. They know you and you know me. So so Leona will stand here and the Lux will shoot an ability right here, and all Leona has to do is go doing, right here for 1 second, and then now she's back in the game. So now you baited out one ability, and then now you go from there. Very easy to do against Brand players, against Nautilus players, against Karma, Alt Qs, Valkaz abilities. And of course, if Leona can't do anything, she can still just AFK there. So that's something that you have to think about when you're on the losing end too, that you need to assume that they're in the worst position for you. And on the winning side, if you can do something like that, you can bait out abilities, and then now you can actually legit walk forward when they truly have nothing left. Let's continue on. Right now, you know Lux has Q. She can't shoot it like this anytime, but I think you have enough time to dodge because you're drawing on her zone of influence. You're good. And you'll just dodge it if it happens. Oh, nice try. I saw that angle.
Okay, good. I don't land any for a minute. I will warn you. Okay. This is a warning.
So right now you are winning the level 2 cheese, obviously, because you guys you have access to their minions, but they don't really have access to yours. You need to slow down as much as you can here. Good. Yes, slow down. Just last hit. So I'm going to give you a piece of information that's an overload information, okay? This is the type of information that's like, it doesn't really apply to the situation at hand that we're looking at right in front of us, but it's like additional information that I know you will run into in the future. So this goes back to what I said earlier before I started the recording, where I said you're going to get an information overload, but as you play the games more and more, you're going to be like, oh, okay, there it was, right? So first piece of information that's an overload. There's a difference between last hitting and last hitting. Do you know what this means?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I think I just showed it right there, actually.
You just figured it out? Okay. Or you just did it?
No, I just did it in that game.
Okay.
Like those last 2 minions that were being hit, I think.
So last hitting is obviously you get the minion, cool, you get the gold. But last hitting is where you get the minion, but a little bit lower than what you would normally get it at, which is like, let's say you have 70, 80, instead now you last hit at like 35. And why you do this is because for multiple reasons. Sometimes it actually maintains a freeze because the minion stays alive longer if you're ever freezing. The next thing is it slows down the wave on purpose. In this case, you want to slow down the wave on purpose. And yeah, those are the main reasons. And this is a very subtle thing, but it could be the difference between you winning a game or not. Because I've had situations where I've held freezes before that a normal player wouldn't have. And as a result of that, I win. Because they did something stupid to try to break that freeze, and then now I take advantage of that. So that's the first piece of overload information you're going to get, and we'll continue on here.
Can't rain on my parade.
Oh, what you could have done there was you could have waited another second long, and then as the minion bolt was flying in midair to finish it off, then you shoot it. Just so that the minion wave would have been like maybe right here instead of right here. Very small thing. But I'm pretty sure we know what to do here. Nice try. You should ping Leona in a second. Not yet. Now. Leona should have been like right here right now. Walking already to land the EQ
I was
right
yelling.
Here. Oh, you were yelling?
I was yelling.
Motherfucker was AFK. My man may as well be in the fountain. What's going on over here?
Yes, agreed. Completely agreed.
Alright, and there's no level 2 cheese. It is what it is. Another piece of overload information is you can go melee distance to farm. And the reason why you do this is because when you last hit a minion, when you auto a minion, now your auto attack is on cooldown for like a second or two. If you need that extra time where the bolt of your MF auto, you don't want it to fly to compete with the mage minion auto, you purposely go melee distance so that your bolt has less distance to travel, so it reaches the minion faster relative to another mage attack auto.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and you only do that if you're not going to die to like random Lux abilities or Zeri abilities or anything. If you're competing for CS alone in a lane, that is something that you can do if you have nothing available, like your MFQ is down, and it applies to other AD carries too, not just MF. So it's every single champion League of Legends that's ranged. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
Also, I think you go E if you have first strike level 2. because you can't do jack shit right now with QW. So you may as well have gone E and done a little max ranger on this guy so that you can get those first strike procs going. If you went PTA, on the other hand, then I would be down for you to go QW. But because you have first strike, I think you want to start using mana, because here's the thing, my brother. Every single time you use mana in League, you want their HP bar to go down every single time. And in this case, you have first strike, so you have more of an incentive to utilize your mana on their HP, so that you get first strike procs, so you get more gold, la da da da. And better yet, the faster you use mana, the faster you start regenning. Why would you ever sit at full mana? It doesn't make sense. You want to use mana so that you can start regenning mana. It's like holding onto 2 wards at any given time. Why not place the ward on the map somewhere before that happened, so that you can start regenning towards the next ward? It's like holding on to 2 smites. Why would you hold 2 smites ever? You should be using it so that you can start regenning the next one. So the faster you use things in League of Legends, the faster it comes up. Sounds like a dumb concept, but as long as you're using it for something that's valuable, I think it's really worth it. So small piece of advice there specifically for MF. Let's keep going. I saw that last hit, you didn't land it, so you were forced to Q, noob.
Hey! Yes, you're right. I cannot defend myself. Yep. I cannot defend myself.
So you Q right now. Lux shoots E. How do I do this? So you clearly see she's shooting the E. The Q will never go through in a million years. We both already know that, 100%. The E probably lands right here, which means you'll have to escape up to here and then reroute down to last hit this minion. That should be what's going through your mind right now. Unless you back off here, he procs the E immediately, and then you can just walk through again to last hit this minion. So that's something that you have to think about here. Zone of influence. You should have been constantly drawing it out here. It's fine to be inside this guy's zone of influence because you clearly are right now. But when the ability comes firing out, it's going to take time to travel over here. Then he has to activate it again. So you have to keep that in mind. So that's sometimes you'll still be inside the Luxie, but you might just escape barely because they still need to reactivate the ability when it finally reaches. And some people have high ping. So then it's even slows it down by another millisecond for you to escape. But obviously I'm not sitting here telling you to figure out this guy's ping, but I'm just giving you information.
Yeah.
But right here, look at you. What is this? What is that? What is that? Nice one long stroke towards this direction, and you would have been good, my brother. And then boom, back into the game. And then now you can last at this minion. Now you take poke for no reason because you did not understand zone of influence yesterday.
Yep, that's very true. Very, very, very true. Oh, this was yesterday, yeah. Oh.
Did you last at the wrong one? Yeah.
Come on now.
Get his ass! Not bad. Let me see if you could have done more. Okay, so some shit last hits. This pathing right here is very bad. You're obviously your eyes are right here right now. I already know that. Your eyes are right here. But the second you see this come out, it should have been a full cut in this direction. Because you going here to attack Lux means you are now inside Zeri's zone of influence to get tagged by her. But you hard cutting downwards here to attack Lux does not mean you will not be inside Zeri's zone of influence now. So the only person Zeri can realistically attack is Lux. So this is something that you have to be thinking about in this situation. That can Leona engage? And I should be postured for it. Now, of course, you should ask yourself, Saskia, if I posture right here, what if I get Lux queued, right? And fucking dodge it. You know what I mean? Dodge that shit, bro. Like, I don't know what else to say. But that's something that have to be mindful here. So this is really bad. It should have been an immediate cut right away. Like, you can walk one step, preparing for the minion, but right when you hear the Leona E, audibly. Better yet, you're duo queue with this guy. This guy should be screaming, I'm looking for the E. So then now you're cutting towards the fight. But the biggest thing that you need to understand here is just simple zone of influence. I want you to be in range to attack Lux right away. I want you to be out of range for Zeri to tap you, and then I want you to output your damage and then fuck off after the Leona also gets out too, and then you win the trade. And then you did all this rah right here. It's like, bro, you're not even there yet. And then like my ass would be like right here right now attacking this Lux. I'm just joking. Not underneath the turret, but right here.
No, I know what you mean though. I get it. Trust me, I understand it.
and then you auto queue her, and then what is she gonna do after you auto queue her? Queue your ass, right? So then what are you gonna do? Shoot before she even shoots the queue, because why? You're a Saskia Academy viewer. You already know the shit. You know what this Lux is gonna do before they've even done it. That's how good you are now as a player.
True.
Yes.
True.
You're gonna be thinking that far into the future. You know this guy. You know what he does for work. You know his wife's name. You know his children's name. You know how he's gonna die. That's how you need to operate in all these games in order for you to win in these situations. Let's continue.
Wait, I just learned how to dox people in League of Legends if I get your coaching? That's crazy. Wait, that's tech. Wait, I love that.
That is tech. Okay. Now let's talk about wave management. So wave management, this is the first opportunity for you to do a wave management situation. So in League of Legends, there is 3 wave scenarios. The first one is a standard 3-wave crash, 3-wave cannon crash. So what that means is the first wave is on their side of the map, or your side of the map, right? It could be your side of the map. And the first wave is a cannon wave. And what you want to do is only last hit. And what that does is that means the next wave that comes will meet around here too. And then now for that wave, you only last hit 2. And now the third wave comes, but it'll be somewhere over here. And that's when you hard shove the wave. And the reason why you do that is because you have a big minion wave, so that A, if you get ganked, you can fight back and probably turn a 2v3. B, if your jungler wants to tower dive, you can tower dive with him off of that big wave. And C, the entire time that you're building up the wave, you can just force engage over and over again because you have the bigger minion wave. And if they actually take shit trades, fuck it, just tower dive them and then suicide tower dive. Like if you crash the wave and you go in and you guys get them and you guys die, it's still worth it because you traded the gold for the solo kills, but they lose the minion wave and the wave bounces back. So that is the first wave state that I'm talking about. This is when it builds up on either side. So right now this is the build up. Next is going to be a standard 2-wave non-cannon crash. So that means the first wave is a non-cannon, exactly like this one right here. And the second wave that's spawning after that is also a non-cannon. What you want to do for these waves is you want to only last hit, and then the next wave comes, and then you want to hard shove. You never want to do non-cannon like this, like non-cannon, non-cannon, cannon. You never want to do that unless your jungler specifically has a timer after that cannon wave to do something, whether it's dragon or whatever. Because you never want to be standing at their side of the map, hard shoving a cannon wave for like 20 million autos, and then you get ganked. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So that's a standard 2-wave non-cannon crash, and that means that the third wave, which is the cannon wave, will now bounce back towards you. They can do their 1, 2, 3 towards you. Now, those are wave states for when you're building up towards people. And this is an example right here. So in this situation, obviously you two, Leona and MF, have the power to push out the lane because you guys are quote-unquote winning. Look at Lux's HP. You guys are a lot healthier. Right now, in this situation, you have 2 options. Hard shove like idiots, which I'm assuming you guys do. That's my guess. I don't know. Or only last hit and make sure you dodge every ability you can. Wait for this wave that's coming right now to be over here, and then force engage when the wave's on your side. Those are your 2 options. And you should obviously go with option number 2, because even if you do option number 2, you have priority. You have like fake real priority towards Volibear. The only disadvantage is you might be level 2 when you rotate over. But let's be honest, Leona and MF level 2 is still stronger than these guys at level 3. Both of them, so it doesn't matter. So even if Volibear fights the set, you just force rotate and then just fight to death, and you still win. So let's see what you guys do. Okay, so you guys are pushing out. So now you've made the game easy for them to play. This is Zeri and Lux. Because now, in this situation, now these 2 can turn their brain off. Okay, cool. I can now just chuck my poke and keep turning my brain off because how the fuck does Leona engage here? Not possible. So you made the game easier for them. And it's so common to run into players like this, like Caitlyn and Draven and even MF players who just constantly push the wave. But instead, if you were patient enough to see into the future by 1 minute, to notice that, hey, if we slow the wave towards us and maybe just chuck a poke then and there, they're forced to walk forward, and when they walk forward later, I can fuck them really hard. And then that is that's something you have to look forward to. That you have to be very patient for.
If you want my thought process here, because I yelled at him for taking that minion, I did want to do that. And my reasoning is not like yours. To an extent, I know Leona can't engage, but at the same time, I'm looking at my jungler's position. And I also know that we have not seen Set on vision. So I just tell him to let it shove in. I agreed for a Q, so I fuck it up as well. Because I thought, oh, I'll just hit the poke.
This greed is fine. It doesn't push it back towards them off of just this mage minion auto. Because this mage minion will not be the factor that bounces it back. If you force kill a melee minion, then yes, it will bounce back. But I understand what you're trying to say. That is correct. You're coming to a conclusion that's the same as what I want in a different manner, which is you don't know where Set is, he could be pathing bot. And he could be ganking you guys right now. Here's the thing, is I think if that gank even does come, I don't think you guys die right away. As long as you guys pop potion right away, Volibear will have so much time to come down to save this Leona that you guys will probably end up turning it like 10 seconds into the full all-in. And like Zeri damage, what the fuck does Zeri do? You know what I mean? Like
nothing.
Yeah. So what happens here? The wave is yeah, what's that zone of influence, bro? Luck shot E here. Why aren't you walking forward?
I should have. Yeah, I should have.
Yeah.
I should have.
And then when you walk forward, if Lux Qs, then you go into the wall. That's the play. Yep, you already know. Ayya!
Oh no.
Okay, wave still slow pushing towards us. The only problem is the play will be on the next wave then. If you keep letting it slow push, and it'll be up here, which is really good. So it's still fine. The only problem is you're just getting smacked by Lux for fun.
Yep.
For fun. That's the best part. Like, you're not even trading back. Drop the MFE on his ass. I'm just joking. Wait for first strike. Wait for first strike.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is my first strike. Get back up. Bring it back up.
Back up.
There we go. And it's not happening.
Oh. Hey, yo, this Leona sucks. All he has to do is just go here. Lux will shoot an ability here. Ding. And then now you walk forward. And then now you're good. Okay, now we pull the trigger. Let's go. Leona, get into the bush. Make sure your Leona hides in the bush. Right here. And then Lux will shoot ability here. But nope, motherfucker's over here. And then ding, and then now you can walk forward. And here's the thing, is even if they respect it, right? It's still winning for you, because now they can't touch.
Yep.
And if they can't touch, they don't get CS. It is what it is. Yeah. And the wave, where's the wave going? I want you to tell me right now.
Like, where's this wave going to be heading? It's frozen, no?
Yes, it's frozen. So if both sides disconnect right now, it's going this way. That's the way you want to view wave states. There you go. Boom. Drop the MFE. What are you doing? Okay, this is what you do, bro. You're trolling. You're just so troll. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, so right here. Flash. Come on, bro. This is the easiest flash ever in your life, bro.
Yeah,
like,
this is so dumb.
This Lux is saying, yo, Jimmy Jangles, I'm about to Lux Q you right now. Dude, flash it, bro. And you didn't flash it. You flash over here, and then what do? MFE over here, where the Lux will flash into it. Because you already know Lux will flash. 100%. And if Lux doesn't flash, because you shot the E really far forward, she still dies anyways. So it's still a win-win scenario. So that is what you need to do here to secure this kill. I'm very surprised here that you didn't do that, because you had like a minute and 30 seconds to see this Lux Q coming already. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, completely agreed.
Now, unless I think there's a Lux mechanic maybe where she Qs and then she flashes to bring the Q backwards, to purposely bring it further back so that you flash it into it, then she fucking outplayed you, you know what I mean? But I don't think she would do that in this elo. So.
No, not in a million years. I know exactly what you're talking about. Nope, not in a million years. No way.
Because right now I'm teaching you to dodge things at a layer 1. Have you watched that video yet?
At a layer 1.
Okay, you haven't watched it yet. Okay, let's talk about layers in League of Legends. When it comes to dodging an ability in League of Legends, dodging, not landing skill shots. oops. Layer 0 is you are simply walking into the ability with no brain, no thoughts. So like, let's say right here, you're walking this way, and there's a Lee Sin right here, and he shoots Q right here. You just keep walking like a fucking idiot, and then you get hit by Lee Sin Q. Congrats.
Yeah.
Layer 1 is you're walking this way. You think that Lee Sin will shoot his Q here, so what do? You hold S, or you back up one step, and then you continue going. That's layer 1. Layer 2 is you think that Lee Sin thinks that you will juke at a layer 1, so he will shoot Q this way, but then you just walk straight like a fucking idiot. Does that make sense? And then you end up dodging the ability. So layer 2 and layer 0 is the same thing. It looks the same thing, but it's the thought process behind it that is what dictates whether you get hit by an ability or not. So
yeah,
that is something that you have to keep in mind, because in every single game of League of Legends, especially against heavy skill shot like a Mumu, Morgana Q, whatever it is, you will run into situations where you're gonna juke something, right? And I'm teaching you to juke at layer 1 almost every single time. But now what happens when I tell you to walk towards the Lux, but then you juke this way, but then she shoots the Lux Q where you juke? Now we got outplayed. So in every single game of League of Legends, every single person you interact with in the game, whether you like it or not, as long as they have some type of IQ, and in Platinum, people have somewhat decent IQ level, they will adapt, okay? They will adapt.
Yeah.
So
yes.
you will have to be able to recognize the profile that you're creating for yourself and the profile that the people you're playing against are creating for themselves. Some games, I'm pretty sure you ran into this situation before. You know that one motherfucker is so bad on the enemy team that you don't have to adjust the way you shoot the ability at all. So you focus that guy. That guy's easy, right? But there's one motherfucker where you don't want to get near him. You don't want to shoot anything at him. You just can't land shit on him. So then you avoid him at all costs. So you need to understand the profile your opponent is playing with and the profile you're creating for yourself, and make sure you adjust the way you play to match that. So that is what you want to be doing when you are in situations when you're trying to dodge skill shots. And then when it comes to landing skill shots, you want to be on the same layer as them when you're trying to shoot it, because that means you'll land it. If you're on an opposite layer, you will miss the skill shot. So layer 1, conscious juke. Layer 2 is conscious, no juke. Let's continue. Wave state. Wave state is slow pushing towards them. So what you do here is you do a 2-wave crash. You can slightly push this wave so that the next wave's over here. It's far enough from the tower where Zeri still doesn't want to walk up and touch wave. You don't want the wave to be here, because if wave's here, Zeri can touch, and you don't want that. You want it to be like right here, but you don't want it to be up here either for the next wave that's coming, because you want the wave as close to the tower as possible without Zeri being able to touch it in this situation. So then there's less distance for the minion wave to travel, so there's no chance for them to pull some weird freeze. That's it. Let's see how you guys play this. But yeah, there's nothing left here. Lux thumbs down, cool. We'll probably kill her, so let me sequence out the waves. 1, 2, crash. They do 1, 2, cannon waves here. You kill them on this wave right here. At around 445 is my guess. So that's my guess. Let's see how you do. Okay, you're not hard shot. You're doing a 3-wave crash, which is not good. And this is one of the worst things you can do. Look at the wave state right here. The wave state is like in this weird position right here where it's like why the fuck do we want to play League of Legends here? And where's Set gonna be? We already know Set's gonna be here, 100%. If he didn't contest volley on bot crab, that means he was at top crab. So then what is he gonna do? Base, do Krugs, and then gank bot. Or base, run towards Krugs, skip Krugs, and gank bot. So now you're warding for something that you don't even have to ward for. Because if you just based, and then they played this wave right here, and the next wave that's coming over here, Set is not gonna AFK here. I mean, he can, by the way, he can. A high elo Set can do that, yes. To catch this engage right here. But I don't think a plat Set player will play that play at all. He's just gonna path like this, like doink, doink, doink to wolves, and then back top lane. That's it. So now you are overextending for a play that should never have happened in the first place. So then now you base, they hard shove, and you actually lose a melee minion and you'll probably end up catching the cannon. But instead of this happening where you had to deal with the set gank, you could have based, and you could have killed them on this wave instead. That would have been significantly higher value, because now you are stalling out the Lux Summoner spells. Really troll.
Yeah. Okay.
Because now the next time you can kill these two is, let me see, non-cannon wave. So non-cannon crash, cannon, non-cannon, and they'll probably fuck it up. So 4 waves from now you can kill them again. That's too long. Imagine if you killed them on this wave, and then now you crashed out the wave and then you based, or you froze the wave towards you and still based and came back, and then now they have to walk up to you again with no summoners, and then they get fucked again. While Set's topside, by the way, on that exact timer. Because the next timer you can kill them, Set is going to be behind them. Which is 4 waves from now. In theory. And right now, this wave management thing might be hard to wrap your head around, but trust me, I think just the fact that I'm bringing it up, you will start to see the sequencing of these waves and how they work. Because right now, right here,
I think so as well.
1, 2, 1, 2,
well. Yeah.
and then they're gonna 3, 4 back towards you. And 3, 4 is you can kill them on 4 right here. Because all it is it's mostly just 2 wave crashes happening over and back and forth over and over again. Okay, a unique play, not unique. A play you can make here is hard shove this and then go there here if you want. But it's just a little dragon. I mean, that is a play, yes. You can make that play. Okay, Zeri loses the wave, cool. How is Leona not shooting E into the wall, bro? This is the easiest E ever, bro. Come on, bro. The zone of influence of Zeri. So while people have ability zone of influences, they have body zone of influences that you have to think about. So like Rammus is a really good example. Malphite's a good example. Renekton EE is a good example. Nasus W and running you down is a good example. This was the most obvious E I've seen in the world. Your friend should have been like, you should have yelled, yo, predict his E. And immediately your friend would know what that means. Which is right here. And then boom, pop him right here, and he's the goner. He has to burn flash over here, which means he's flashing into Swain Volibear, or he has to just awkwardly run this way. And then all you have to do is flash over Lux Q, and then ding, Zeri's dead.
Win. Yep.
Or if you're that pussy, you can just be like, all right, let the Zeri go. Let's go dragon. Cool. That also works too. Oh, get his ass. Get his ass. What are you doing? What? Nah. Nah. What is this? What is this? This is so illegal. I don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what you're doing. Like,
I think the silence can tell you I also don't know what I'm doing.
If you walk this way, what will happen to you? You already saw the Lux Q come out. I think the Lux Q came out. Yeah, it already came out.
Yes, it did. I saw it.
Is Zeri gonna kill you? Like, I'm not sure.
No, not in a million years.
Zeri with a little mini... I mean, the BS sword's cool, but she's so far away. You're walking away from her in this case, and Zeri has a lot of trouble in fights when people are walking away from her, and they're already at max range. So right here in this situation, you should be running full speed this way, cutting through here, and just popping some autos in the sky. Pop some autos. If this Zeri follows into you, it's fine, because you have access to Lux already. And while you're attacking Lux, you're obviously kiting this way. So then you're still moving away from Zeri at the same time. So Zeri is still doing 0 damage to you, while the entire time, you guys are doing damage to Lux in this situation. So you missed out on a massive opportunity here. This particular situation is your fault.
Agreed.
Yeah, by also going here too, you also get access to the waves sooner. So yeah, a bunch of things. And I'm going to keep pushing it in even more to keep making the guilt bigger. If you go this way, Zeri has trouble kind of walking back in. Because you guys are over here.
That's true.
So then she has to like do this, or maybe she just go all the way around. I don't know. Maybe you can even stand there and AFK right here, so then Zeri goes all the way around. Like, I don't know. While you still have access to the wave. So I'm not asking you to lose anything. The only thing that goes wrong here by standing here is maybe Lux shoots an ability when her E's up. But you can dodge that shit. You're good.
Yep.
You're good. Oh, what are we doing? For free in 4K.
It's yucky.
That's the price
It's
that
yucky.
Asian people like me love. Free.
Okay.
If I'm this Lux right now, oh my god, free. what you're supposed to do here is supposed to juke forward, by the way. You go forward, auto Q, and then you kite back. Lux Q will come out, and then you juke into the wall. Or if the Lux E already got exploded, you can juke up here.
Okay.
Yep. Also, why didn't you turn right there? Turn right there, turn around with auto, and then hard juke downwards for the Lux Q, and then continue pathing this way.
It's the fear of, oh, my Leon is far away, and oh, this Ares walking in. I know what I'm thinking here. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is exactly what I'm thinking right there.
What is going on over here?
Ignore that.
I love how I had a whole entire spiel, and the entire time we're just chasing a Kali, and then Bolivar at some point said, fuck that, and just went to Southside Jungle. That is fucking hilarious. I need to rewatch this sequence. What happened? Okay, the Bolivar said, fuck that.
This shocked me. I think the set is what shocked me here. I'm seeing this happen. I'm seeing the wave get shoved back. So I'm like, okay, I have some leeway to do something here. And then this happens.
Nah, but how are you not flashing though? Say Walla.
Wallahi, I don't even think I need the flash. That was my thought there.
Sure, that's fine.
I'd rather save flash and conserve it and just barrier it.
That set ult is kind of crazy though. Not gonna lie. Like a full HP Leona? That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. If it was me, understandable. But why? But now you're also under. I don't know. Don't get me started.
I don't think you should have walked in. You should have walked back one step to see what he does. If he walks away, then you obviously chase, drop an E. But I don't think you should ever got E'd here in the face ever.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Hey yo, chase their ass. Never mind. How's wave state? Wave state is slow pushing towards us. And why did this guy roam? LOL. So now he's falling further and further behind. You get to catch a nice juicy wave. Honestly, good sequence of events still. Because of set inting.
Because of set inting, so...
Yes. You walk up to the wave here and you E ult right now. E?
I was thinking that. Oh, okay. Damn. I should have done. I was thinking that.
Because right now, you cannot base on an even wave when it's a non-cannon wave. If this is a cannon wave, then it's fine.
Yeah.
You still get back in time. You lose one melee minion. You lose one plating if they overstay. And then you'll be fine. But right here, it's a non-cannon wave. You have to walk up E ult. And you know Lux is out of the fight. You saw her cross over this wall right here.
Yes.
So you're fine to just stand there and tank all of Zeri abilities if he decides to shoot it at you. Which he won't, because look at where Leona is. And also, keep in mind, if it's a cannon wave, it's harder for Zeri to push out. It takes them longer.
Yes. Takes them way longer.
It still works out, though. Yep. 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 Push for the tower. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sure. You can base. Oh. Okay, right here in this situation. I'm not sure what's going through your mind. Right now, what's going through your mind is, oh my god, Seth just is dragging. Oh my god, oh, he's behind us. What the fuck is that guy gonna do? Roll up, motherfucker. We're brawling. Instead, what you should do here, if Set isn't literally coming, you should be catching this wave high. And what that means is you catch the wave when it's like right here.
Push up.
So that you have access to it faster, and then you clear it faster, then you base. That is the play that you can make here. I guess if you're really scared, you can base, but it's like, you just stayed anyways. If you're gonna stay anyways, you may as well have just pushed anyways. And then if the second you see a set, then you start kiting backwards. So that's just some wave management stuff. Mechanics are okay. It's not bad. Not fantastic, but hard to improve on. Something that you should do, that was a timer by the way, is you walk along this wall right here. Don't walk here. If you're walking along this wall, at least you have an extra second to deal with whatever comes out of this bush. But if you're here, you have no seconds to deal with what's in that bush. So always walk like this, same as bot side. If there's a possible timer, they can do that. And right there, that was easily a timer. Lux could do that. Because look at Lux. Lux shows on the wave. You see this. We both acknowledge this, right? We both agree. Okay, Lux is bot lane 100%. Now Lux is off wave. Now, what do we see? We literally see Lux announcing in all chat, hey, I'm going into your bot side jungle. I'm literally inside your bot side jungle right now. Why are you walking over here? That doesn't make sense. This guy had literally announced in all chat that he's here. So then you should be over here. Unless Leona wants to blind E this bush and then you want to be near her at the same time, then sure. But right now, this is ignorance from you. This is layer 0 level League of Legends. So right now, you need to fix this whenever you're walking back to lane. And what you can do also is you can also turn off your brain and just walk to lane along the wall too. You can do that too.
Okay.
But then once you enter this area, then you turn on your brain again over here. So it's always safest to do that. The only time that's bad is if you have to rotate to something that's happening over here. Then you should not be walking along the wall. You should be as close to whatever is happening as close as you can.
Yeah. Okay.
That right there would have been a Lux Q E ult. Boom! You're down to 40% HP, and good luck in esports. You're Vamp Sceptering your HP and deblading it up for a hot minute. And you do not want that. Oh, get his ass. Get his ass. Why don't you eat him? What the heck, bro?
I suck at Eing with MF. I know this. I know my E's with MF.
Okay, so right here, where's Lux gonna E? Right
Back.
Here. So then what should you do? Like this. Then where's Lux gonna Q? Right here. So then you go here.
Right there.
And then this time you E, so then she's slowed. And then Leona can walk up and potentially drop an E on this guy. See? I told you we're improving already. See, the coaching's already working. See? That guy Lux E'd over here, and then you already juked forward. Now you're thinking about, oh, Lux Q. So then I should cut in this way. Because most Luxes will not shoot their Q this way. Saskia's coaching is just too good.
That's incredible coaching.
Yep, incredible
To
coaching.
the point where I've learned Doctor Strange mechanics at this point.
He's managed to go back in time and fix the result of this game and what happened in the game already. But yeah, right there, that Lux is inside your zone of influence. I don't know why you're not dropping an E on her head for fun. Just drop an E on her head, drop an auto Q, juke the Lux Q to the right, because most Luxes will shoot it to... Or, you juke to the left, because the Lux E went wide. She's gonna think that you're juking this way, so then you cut here, and then boom, we run her down. She's a goner, GG. And if she predicts you, then she outplayed you. Now you have to play the game of layer 0, layer 1, layer 2 on repeat over and over again. Drop a Q! At least we dropped the first strike, I guess. Where's the Q right here? I saw a Q angle. Right there!
Right there, yep.
Pew pew. Ability goes right here. Boom, dodge. And then drop an E. And then maybe Leona can walk up. And then Leona can flash right here. Ult, where Lux will flash, and then boom, you guys engage. Very straightforward stuff. All right, we're freezing. Where'd you watch this YouTube video? Okay.
I got yelled at, and then I learned to do that. that's
there
a
you
YouTube
go.
video.
Exactly. There you go. And look what you did. You stood in the corner of the bush. Where did the Lux shooter E?
Yep.
Exactly. The coaching has already worked. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Doctor Strange abilities.
Yep.
But I will not say that actually, because you will not like some of the things that happen after.
Oh.
I remember this now. No. Doctor Strange, no. This is just luck. There we go. I like that more.
Right now, you should E for fun right here. Not yet. Right here. You should look for an E for fun. Just for fun. Max range. First strike. Get rid of that, and then back up. And then keep farming minions. Yep. And then obviously, at any point in time, you can engage if you want, because you know where this guy is, and you know where this guy is. So if Leona does see an angle, and you guys think you're stronger, then go for it.
Okay.
But if set is MIA, you never engage when the wave's pushing towards you. Never. Ever. The only thing you do is max range MFEs, and then you walk away. Because if the set's actually there for real, you lose. And if he is there, but you call it, and you AFK and the wave crashes, congratulations, you're still alive. If the wave crashes, now you bounce the wave back towards them, set's probably gone. Oh, this guy needs to go FF. Yeah.
See, with him, it's moments where I'm like, oh, he's faker, because he's Korean. So it's it's moments
Korean,
where you turn your faker genes. Yeah, exactly. It's either
Okay.
your faker genes are on, or you're not even Korean, no genes.
All this guy has to do is just press ultimate on Lux, and then boom, her flash is gone. And then now, 2 minutes later, we go again. That's it. Unless you want to be so faker where you flash ult where she's gonna flash, then you can't do that. Yeah.
He is not that faker. He is not that faker.
Okay.
I wish he was.
Your friend needs to watch. He needs to join my Sassy Academy. What is this? What is this lack of zone of influence? Nah. Okay, but all these engages are correct though. The fundamentals of the way slow pushing towards them, we look for random engages. It's just the execution of the actual engages is just really bad. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can yell at him. Great.
Ian! There you go, first strike. Oh, you're bad. No punish there, that's fine. Oh. He's doing some jukes. I see it. I see the movement. He's doing some schmoves. I saw that. All right. Leona. Flash. Ult this guy. Anytime. You know, even if the set's literally announcing he's bot lane, just do it anyways. You will kill that Lux so fast, it doesn't even matter.
Literally, I agree with you.
You just E ult, and then you walk away, and then whoever's chasing the Leona, you just tag them. Ooh. That is an ego right there. So right there, what you're doing right here is what I call an ego, where you are actively walking into someone just to land damage on them with the chance of death on the line.
Yeah.
If you get hit by Lux Q, E ult, and Zeri follows up with E ult, you're a goner in a second.
I'm a goner.
So good players that are smurfing, I will do that. I would never do that in Challenger, ever. Unless my jungler's literally around the corner saying, yo, go. Like, then I'll do it. But that right there is in hard ego. It's up to you if you want to do those or not. You just have to understand this, okay? If you're going to hard ego like that, ever. Yo, please, just stay on a flat game, man. That's pissing me off so much. I don't care if Set's there. I don't care if Akali's there. Just go. And then you drop an MFE ult, and then he's dead. And then now you figure out your life after. You guys suck. It's over. No, man. It doesn't matter what you do. It's just like the timing of everything is just really bad. So, yeah. I don't care if you because right there you're just trying to argue with me sticks and stones, and I don't want to argue sticks and stones of like, oh, I could have flashed you, I could have stepped over here. It's like the overall play in the first place is the bigger problem that you want to look at. Once you get challenger level, then I'm more than happy to argue sticks and stones with you, where you should have walked one unit to the left here to dodge an ability, some shit like that, and that's fine to talk.
That's gonna be a long time.
Hey,
long time.
Don't limit yourself, my brother. Don't limit yourself.
True.
Right here. You're walking here. You don't know where set is. You need to walk on the right hand side.
Yep.
Eat his ass. Eat his ass. Nah, I should eat him first. Let the E come down. Once the E is done and you don't want to tank tower shot, then you tag the tower, because you want the first strike to go off first. You had the opposite order of operations here. Ooh, zone of influence. There you go. You do it right there. You juke this way. It's beautiful. Oh, and the S key for disrespect. Maximum emotional damage right there. Are we good enough to see this TP? Are we good enough at League of Legends? Are we good enough? Are we good enough? No, we're not good enough at League of Legends. GG.
No. Nah. Never saw that TP. Now I know it's a TP. Okay. Damn it. What a rat. I am a rat.
Hey, yo, these motherfuckers overstayed. What the hell? If I'm Zeri, by the way, I'll tell you when I base.
I just auto this in base, no?
Yeah, you take the plating and then you base. And here's how you base. You base right here. Like you don't even run to the bush. You base right here, because the timer that MF comes back is 18 seconds on spawn. So right here, you spawn. Right here, and he needs to calculate. Okay. 15, 14 plus 20. What is that? 34 minus 2, 32. 15, 32. The MF will be back. So then I'm going to now take my base now, which will finish at 15, 21. So MF will not be able to reach me and stop my base. But by overstaying even longer, the 1532 timer, if you stay that long, that means the MF will come back and fuck you the entire time, push this wave, and then now force you to stay on a tower. If you force base, while MF pushes this wave, now you lose this entire plating. So in order to save this plating right here as Zeri, you need to base now to be able to get back on the map, because MF will touch wave at 1532. She'll clear this entire wave, then you get back just in time to catch the wave. Because you'll get back at 1542, roughly. So lo and behold, oh, MF gets back even earlier. Holy shit. MFW, holy shit. Okay.
MFW.
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 Oh wait, don't you have Swifties too? So it's even faster? Okay.
Yes, I have Swifties.
So my timer is off by 3 seconds, but you see my timers are kind of close, right?
Yeah.
Kind of close to correct. And the way you calculate people coming back on the map is you just do base plus 20 seconds or death plus 20 seconds. And depending on where the lane is, you add 1 second to where the lane is. So if the lane's in the middle, it's 2 seconds longer. If the lane's over here, it's 2 seconds less.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But 20 is the base timer to know when exactly someone will be on the map. And then obviously some champions have crazy movement, like MFW, Swifties, Ribbon QQQQE, etc., etc. But look at exactly what I said would happen. You come back, and this guy comes back. He would be back here at 1542 if he based exactly when I told him to. And then he'd be able to catch this wave and protect this plating. But because now he's on the map, look at this, half HP, he has money. He has money that he has not spent. He's now weaker than you guys, even though he did a really good play earlier with Set. Not good. What are you guys doing? Alright, you guys fighting pink ward? Sure. Okay. Okay, fruit plant? Okay. Okay. Yo, just auto his ass, bro. Even if he lands Q on you, it doesn't matter. He has no ult. He already ulted you. Yeah. So just stand there and auto him. And then you can do some jukes then and there. And then Leona should have just ulted his ass. Like, I don't know, bro. What is that? You guys, the way I'm watching you guys play, it seems like you guys know you guys are stronger than them, but then you guys don't actively try to take advantage of that. Like, there's no, like, how do I put this? There's no, like, wolf inside of you is the best version of it. There's no testosterone.
I do not want to be a wolf, please.
Okay,
please.
There's no eagle inside of you.
Man.
The dog, there you go. The dog inside of you.
Yeah,
like,
the dog in me.
Like, there's nothing. Like, it's just you guys are like, all right, we're farming, we're AFK. Oh, they walked up, let's engage. Instead of, all right, let's look for an engage here. I'm looking. Okay, I'm gonna pop his ult. I'm flashing. Like, where is that? Where is the I need to absolutely demolish lane type energy? I just don't feel it from you guys. That's it. And that is something that a lot of people lack. But the thing is the reason why people lack this is because they don't understand objectively what they should be trying to do. Right now, I'm trying to break down the wave states on when you should be engaging, which is when it's slow pushing towards them. I'm trying to break down how to do it properly, aka dodging everything while landing everything. And I'm trying to explain it through these concepts so that you guys can see. And like, I'm even calling like, oh, Leona should flash and then predict Lux's flash with ultimate, like shit like that. Like, that's what you guys should be thinking about in your gameplay. Eat his ass! What are you doing? I know you have no first strike, but you can eat his ass for fun still. That guy's deep inside your zone of influence. Ooh! Eat his ass! What? What is this D-Sing? There's an MF fighting 2 people, but Leona's AFK. Like, oh hell no, man. Like, right here, this is a hard ego. And
I'm only eating because
I
have BT.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out.
Oh.
Motherfucker, if it was 17 minutes, I would be mid lane right now. I am not still bot lane, bro.
Know.
What is this?
I know. I agree with you. Usually around 14 is when you want to be mid.
Tell your duo to use ult first. It's way better. Obviously, if it's a 50-50 engage, use your E. But if it's like pretty free, just pop the ultimate, then go.
Okay.
Burn the ultimate. If they burn flash, okay. They burn flash. Now you just walk away. But if they don't burn anything, they're dead. That's it. There's nothing else to say. MF drops E ult, you're a goner.
True. Yeah.
Mechanically, did you do something wrong there? Let me see.
Yes. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna
Oh, no.
look deep into your gameplay right here.
No, I don't like it. Look
Okay,
away.
you don't dodge Dock Salt. What happens here? Okay, you drop E. You kite back one step one step further than you're supposed to. But right now you're calculating E, auto W. But then all you do is just barrier after the W. You don't barrier for the W, by the way. You barrier after the W, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
And so then you barrier the Q and whatever
Q,
auto
yeah.
comes after that. But right now, this seems pretty illegal on this screen, don't you think?
Yes, I agree.
So then I don't think we should be walking away, because when you walk away, you lose the ability to auto him. So you should have been auto and then ult, right as all the CC comes down, and then I think he's just the goner. Because right now, look, you spent 10 minutes walking this way, then you walk back in, and then finally, I think you drop your ult right now. No, then you auto Q. Then you auto again. Then you finally... Holy shit. I don't give a shit what these two did. I don't care. What was that? That's the question. It should have just been auto, ult, good luck in esports, Renekton, have fun. And then if he flashes out, cool. But my man like walked around, he was like shopping. Like he was like, oh, let me look for this, let me look for that. Oh, I'm here. I'm gonna auto Q. Oh, I can finally ult now. Like, bruh, it should just been auto, ult, goodbye. Like that's it. Anyways, let's move on. So, in short, you did mechanically misplay.
Yes,
is the best way for me to describe it. That's an insane set.
Look like me with my MFR, so I mean, same shit, different toilet, it's the same thing.
And then the base timer, by the way, is supposed to be right now, because this guy's dead. Okay, now we base, because we are Saskia Academy viewers, so we have the foresight to know, oh my god, dragon's up in 30 seconds. Let's kill this guy. Base, get back on the map, push out this midwave right here, go in for vision, set up for the dragon, and then do the dragon nice, smooth, and clean. But instead, what do you guys do? Because of your mechanical error, the Volibear chase is to finish the kill. You stall out the gameplay. You guys back up, realize, oh shit, dragon spawned. But you're like, yo, bro, I got a base. I don't give a shit because I have no mana. I got nothing on F. I got money. But then now you're not there to assist in the dragon fights right away. So you have to be able to foresee what's going to happen in the future if you overstay stuff. And this all stems from you just mechanically misplaying onto the Renekton. That's it. So you see how it's like a snowball effect, and now this going to this dragon, you're not there. Maybe they lose, I don't know. Maybe you're too far ahead, who knows. But I don't view the game from, this guy's really fed, this guy, like, we can 4v5 or something. I view the game from the perspective of a basketball. In basketball, if one guy's getting double teamed, that means one guy gets to play for free. So then you let the guy play for free until the enemy team responds to that guy. So for example, if they send 5 to Dragon, and you guys are 4, but top lane's pushing, what do? You just dance in front of them, shoot some max range abilities, and let this guy go as hard as he can until they respond to him. If they don't respond to him, then you guys can just back off. And this guy gets to keep playing lead. That's it. And that's how you want to view, overall macro as a whole in League of Legends, is the number of people in that area rather than who's fed or who's not. Yes, you can view it from that perspective too, but that's how I like to spot my numbers advantages for my macro decision.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep,
yes.
For some reason, there's their base 2, free dragon, okay. You push mid. Let's talk about decision making in mid game now. Decision making for AD carry is very simple. When you're mid lane, it's push, vision, push, execute. These are the 4 steps that every League of Legends game follows when you're winning the game, okay? When you're winning. Because when you're winning the game, you push mid wave, because if they walk up, what do you guys do? Engage. Because you're winning the game. So you push, and now the minions walk up to the tower, la-di-la-di-la-di-da, and now you see them on the minion, clearing the minion. So now when you walk in, how do you die to someone who's over here? Unless it's Xerath. Right? You can't die to someone if he's on the wave. So when you walk in and you face check, then
That's
if they fight, you win because you have numbers advantage because there's someone catching mid wave, unless it's Xerath who's popping out and tanking the wave.
Yeah.
And then if they don't contest again, now you get to full setup of vision. You clear their wards with sweeper. Pink wards are being output. And then now you go back to step number 3, which is you come back because now the next wave's coming. You clear that wave. And now step number 4 is very simple. Execution. Now you move back into the vision. And maybe you find a pick. Maybe you steal a camp. Maybe you rotate all the way to top tower. Maybe you start Baron. I don't know. Or maybe something that people don't do is just AFK in a bush. Oh, yes. They walk in thinking that we do the objective. Boom. Engage. Dead. Walk back, clear the wave, start the objective right after. Or start the objective immediately. Both are fine too. So that is how you play the game when you are winning. And especially with the duo support, it's a lot easier. Make sure you communicate with the jungler. Like, yo, link up with the support right now and walk in. Like, on this timer. And then you go in, and you go from there. And more times than not, you'll end up just rotating top and killing whoever's there. Or bot lane. And that is the idea. You push vision, push execute on the side of the objective that is spawning soon. And the next thing that's spawning is Baron in 50 seconds. So then you play to that side. When you're losing the game, you do what I call receive. Get whatever vision you can, execute play. So you receive the wave, and then you late rotate to whatever your teammates are doing, and then see if they kite it back well enough that you can join in on the fight. That's it. Or, alternatively, you skip push, and you just execute. That's it. You jump straight to number 4, which is, okay, they're pushing mid here, but instead of that, like, let's say the top laner, like, overextends, which is very common, you say, fuck the mid wave, and you just go top, and just kill this guy. That is what you do when you're behind. Do you have any questions about macro? That's literally macro in, like, 4 minutes.
No, I think it all makes sense so far.
Yep.
Honestly. Everything you say makes perfect sense.
And whenever you watch, like, high-level games, like LCK or LCS, if you do watch pro play, this is literally what they do, but they do it way faster. They do it on one wave. They push vision execute all at once, because they have people with separate jobs to do it even faster. So like one guy can aid here could be pushing, but then 2 people, the jungler support, could already be executing on a play top lane. Like that's how quick it is. But anyways, for solo queue, I like to break it down slower, where it's very simple. Push. Okay, you see them on the minion wave now. You can get vision, and then now you push again, execute. Something that you will do wrong, by the way, is you'll do these steps, and you'll walk in and you'll just die. Even though you see ADC and support here, it's because maybe the top laner had priority. So then you have to be mindful of that when you're face checking. Okay, so if Renekton isn't here, where is he? Mid.
There's only one place it could be.
So then you need to AFK. You cannot walk up. Now, Akali's not showing bot lane. Where is she? Probably mid. But we don't know that. But she could be mid. So right now, you guys walking up and pressuring is one of the worst things you can ever do in a million years. Right now, you guys need to back up to red buff and wait for the map to develop itself a bit more. For Akali to show bot lane. For Jax to clear this wave. For Renekton to show on this wave. Jax can now move in because now he's doing his push, execute. Then you guys can walk in as a team. If you walk up here, you die. I promise you, 100%. Why aren't they engaging? Hello? Okay, they should win this 100%. Oh, they're bad, I guess. So, but do you see the basketball terminology I'm talking about? I don't care who's better, who's not. I only care about the number of people in that given area. Renekton is doing his push, execute now. Akali could have been doing his push, execute. And because of this, you guys are losing the scenario. It's not because it's a jungle diff or anything, it's because it's a U diff, that you weren't able to identify the timers that your opponents were on. The fact that you even got mid-prio in that situation 20 seconds before was a miracle. But the fact that you guys are living now is even more of a miracle. But none of this had to happen. None of these summoners, none of this, all this rah-rah, none of that had to happen. You guys could have been AFK, grabbing the red buff, coming back. The map develops itself a bit more. Akali shows bot lane. Maybe Renekton goes back top lane. And then you guys can force engage once they show up on the sides again.
Yeah, makes sense.
So now, Jax and Swain's doing their push vision, push execute. But who's gonna win this?
Us.
Exactly. Because Akali's still pushing out bot lane. These guys are not letting Akali play the game. If these guys just AFK'd, Akali pushes this wave, what does Swain have to do? He has to go here. And then when Swain goes here, Akali can come up. And then they could hypothetically re-engage if they want to. But they're not going to. In my books, if I'm blue team here, I've already won the situation. Because I got MF Flash. So I'm happy. So then I walk away, we reset the situation and do the exact same thing again. And then try to engage on the MF this time and then go to Baron. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now again, obviously, there are some situations where you can win a 3v5 or 4v5 if someone plays so mechanically well or lands such a crazy like 4-man shockwave or something that they can overseed the amount of people in that fight. That's a possibility too. Okay, so don't disrespect that at all. But it's very rare for that to happen. So that's why I always just view the game from a just person perspective, like how many people are here. I think Akali breaks this situation by just TPing in, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so she gets here faster as a result of that, and you're done. And Leona dies too because he's walking around instead of just running away. But here's the problem with this play. You might be sitting here saying, Saskio, this play was beneficial for us. I don't know why you keep talking out your ass, right? Yes, you did end up winning the situation, but did you progress yourself closer towards winning the game? Because imagine if instead everything was clean instead, you survived there, you didn't burn flash at all. Now everyone collapses in. You guys like actually go on them. You burn flashes aggressively. Everyone's alive. Now we go Baron. Now we base and then now we set up again. Boom. Game ends faster. Why are we stalling out the game even longer? So in this situation, the blue team is happy that this happened because now the game stalls on. So they get more time to farm, they get more time to scale up, and more opportunities to come back on the game. You are unhappy in this situation, even though you won the situation. Like, even if like this Zeri dies, like, you guys are unhappy. Unless you guys get the Baron on the spot. But obviously, as we can see, you're not.
Nope.
Yep. All we get here is just mid priority, bot priority. They're forced to respond, but you guys can't do shit. You got a mid tower, cool, but that's consolation.
It is a consolation. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm with you.
Didn't you see Akali? Or am I crazy? No, you don't. Okay. This is low-key kind of illegal, though. This is tower. Akali isn't showing bot lane. Renekton's showing top. I don't think you even know where set is, and you're walking up. Which is kind of wild to me. That's kind of illegal. I don't think you should be this far up. I think you should be, like, AFK, like, setting up Baron vision or something. I'm not sure. But better...
I agree.
Anything that, better than this.
Yes, completely agree.
And then now your teammates are just coin flipping, whoever might be stronger, la-di-la-di-da. It's not a system that's repeatable, you know what I mean? That's the problem. Because now it's just coin flipping. I'm trying to give you a system that you can follow over and over again, because a lot of times League of Legends coaches, they will coach someone and they will be helpful for you for one game. Congratulations, you helped them for one game. But the way I like to structure my coaching is I like to structure it in a way where it's like, okay, you can do it for this game, but the next game you can also do it like this too, similarly. The only thing that's changing is these small, tiny details of like who's in the game, like what champion's in the game, right? That maybe can sacrifice the things that I'm talking about and just force engage anyways. So that's the only thing that changes every game, and who's fed and who's not on side lane. But this, whatever this is, nah, this is just coin flip, right? This is good luck team 4v5 type shit. Does. Now the enemy team can force Baron, possibly. Okay, they force Baron. Now Volley has to steal. 50-50. Lux is trolling. She should have just AFK'd on Baron. I don't know what these two are doing. These two should just be AFK on Baron.
Yeah,
and then you guys walk in, and then they just fight. Alternatively, they could blue team could also just all base. And then just say, yay, we got 2 kills, and then come back to the map and figure it out.
Well, he just 1v3s because of that Lux.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
And notice how again, none of this is repeatable. None of these, none of this.
Yeah.
Okay. Get Baron, push mid, take your base now, spend your money. I mean, you can stay, but you should not walk up. Instead, you should walk to Jax to see if there's something that you can do for him. Because if you stay mid lane, you can get force engaged on. That's the play. Farming wolves while standing right here is crazy. You should be like AFK over here or something. Or up here. But when there's things that can fly over the wall like this, oh hell no.
That is terrifying, I agree.
Yeah. You should be drawing the zone of influence of someone over the wall that you don't even know is there. Like, you should already be ready for it. By the way, the chances of you running into someone if you enter two sides of the jungle is too high. I don't know what you're doing, bro. You're getting wolves, then you're entering into their bot side jungle. The chances of you finding someone if you ever do that is so fucking high. Because if they weren't in top side, where are they, my brother? They're in bot side. What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, dear God.
It's like you're trying to play hide and seek and you're trying to find them as an AD carry. I don't know what you're doing. You should be running away as much as you can. You're like trying to find problems. I don't know, dude.
No, I agree with you. That's really it. I'm just lucky they're bad.
Yes. So right now,
that's my luck right there.
Renekton is pushing top. You guys see that? You guys can push mid. And now you can force them to respond to mid, or you can match them. But matching them is incorrect. If you push mid and force them to respond to you, that's way better. Okay. They're gonna respond now. Now you can go bot and make a play on a Kali. That is a repeatable system. You guys have Baron. What the hell, man? Why are we AFK? That's crazy.
I know.
Now someone has to push out top lane. Now Jax can die to multiple people. The game is just stalling on for too long.
It continues to stall. It continues to stall.
Okay, now they respond to the wave. Now you can get some vision. Volley's farming here. This guy's overextended here, which is fine. Not really. He doesn't have vision. But I guess we saw set on wolves, maybe? I'm not sure.
I'm unsure. Maybe? I'll say maybe as well.
Okay, you push mid. Now you rotate bot. Swain's pushing top. It's just all over the place. Who placed that pink? I don't know.
That was me and it was an accident. That was me and it was an accident. I must admit, that was me. Put the word down.
Okay. There's 3 on you mid, so you guys are not allowed to play league, so you guys can rotate top. Okay. Yep, this is good. Now you link up as 4. This is all fine. Dodge their shit. Zone of influence, zone of influence, zone of influence. What are you doing? Ah, yeah. In team fights, you still have to drop people's zone of influence, but for the key abilities. Not every ability, just key abilities.
Lux, Q, and R.
Yep. And E, I guess, if it's free. But don't worry about like Morgana W, for example. That's something small.
Yeah.
Okay, Set's body, his entire body's zone of influence. I love how he ulted Leona. And why'd you flash? I feel like you just walked directly this way and you dodge it.
Agreed. Don't know why I flashed. No reasonable explanation for that one.
Wait, how did the game stall? Wait a minute. From this exact perspective right now,
you know how the game stalled. You know how the game stalled.
No way, bro. Why are we tanking? Oh, no.
I know we should have been out of here years ago.
You get off the base. You get off the base right here. Yeah. Right when Jax dies, it's a base angle.
This should have been a base angle.
Yep,
all day.
right now. Now it's done. It's done. It's over. But
it's way too greedy.
You're inside Renekton's zone of influence. You should be back here. You can walk up to make him bait it out, but then turn right when you see the first Renekton E to calculate his EE zone of influence. Ding ding, like that. And then you're over here, and then boom, you get him, and then you leave. But you let him get on top, you start autoing. Oh my god.
That's why the game stalls. That's exactly why the game stalls.
Okay, top lane is always going to be winning by itself. So now you get another player into the basketball game. You have 6 players now. So now you can have one extra person grouped up. So someone on the team is forced to respond to this over and over again 24/7. So that means it could be a 4v3 mid while it's a 1v1 bot, or it could be a 2v1 bot and like a 3v3 mid, because this guy is always stuck here. Unless it's a Xerath that can ult across the map. That's something to keep in mind. Some champions like are always there no matter what, like Shen. Like it doesn't matter about the wave states.
Yeah. Shen, maybe Nocturne sometimes, depends on where he is.
Yep, could be Nocturne too.
Pantheon.
Pantheon, yep. But here's the thing: is they're late by like 4 seconds, so it's still a small advantage, kind of. But yeah, they can deal with the wave and still be accessible to the map. So you guys push, you guys rotate to play. This is correct. Yep, execute on their bot lane. Yep. Now you rotate back mid as MF and you start pushing. Oh, you pushed bot. Okay. I mean, it's fine. You can stay bot. Sure. Someone else can go mid. Okay, that guy. Okay, push. How does this game stall even more? Wait. No, why are you backing off? Oh, dragon. You shouldn't back off, though. You should be pressuring this tower. And then volley can solo.
That's true.
Oh, no, I take that back. You do dragon and into Baron. I take that all back. My bad. I did not see Baron time. Take the dragon, go to Baron, get the Baron, and then you base, end the game. Okay, now base.
This is how it goes, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, and then you go end the game. And top lane is still a one-man free, so you guys can just group mid bot. I would never one lane, though. Unless your team is so bad that people keep getting caught side lane. Or if they have a Nocturne or a Vi, then you one lane. But you should always play 2 lanes at least. Always. But look at this. What the hell? I just push this. Because even if the inhib is like down, like it's still a 6th man, but then look at the rotation from here to here. It's still pretty close, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And if someone was pushing bot the entire time, lo and behold, we would have rotated and we had something to do. But now we're even matched with them this way, which is not good. I mean, it's fine. You guys probably still win, but that's not how I like to win. I like to win by dismantling their entire team and their movement. Because now all you're trying to ask to do is just have a hands diff. You're trying to hand diff them.
Yep.
Someone push top, for the love of God. Oh, this also works too. Okay. Okay, good. Any questions about this game? So do you see how everything I've talked about eventually comes up? Everything.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
Okay.
Everything does come up. Okay, I have a humble request to make.
They go pee.
Because apparently I have to go for 30 minutes. I know that messes up with our second review.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
Okay, here's what we'll do. So let me end the recording right away.
Okay.